Blessings, 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 beloved. I am Mama Pam, aka Pamela Dobson, and I do read, beloved, 7 minutes every day so you do not have to read. We're resuming today's read for Friday, October the 9th, 2020, November, Numbers, the 21st chapter, verses 8. Resuming our reading from the King James Version of the Word of God, and it reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses, Make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole. And it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looked upon it, shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in Oboth. And they journeyed from Oboth and pitched at Ijaabarim in the wilderness, which is before Moab, toward the sunrising. From thence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zared. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that cometh out of the coast of the Amorites. For Arnon is the brother of Moab, between Moab and Amorites. Wherefore it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord, what he did in the Red Sea and in the brooks of Arnon. And at the stream of the brooks thou goest down to dwelling of Ar, and lieth upon the border of Moab. And from thence they went to Beer, that is the well whereof the Lord spake unto Moses, Gather the people together, and I will give them water. Then Israel sang this song, Spring up, O well, sing ye unto it. The princes digged the well, the nobles of the people digged it by the direction of the lawgiver with their staves. And from the wilderness they went to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nahael, and from Nahael to Bamoth, and from Bamoth in the valley that is the country of Moab to the top of Pisgah, which looketh toward Jeshimon. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, Let me pass through thy land. We will not turn into the fields or into the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway until we be past thy borders. And Sihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his border. But Sihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel into the wilderness. And he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel. And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon, for the border of the children of Ammon was strong. And Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all the village thereof. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnon. Wherefore they that speak in Proverbs say, Come into Heshbon, let the city of Sihon be built and prepared. For there is a fire gone out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It hath consumed Ar of Moab, and the lords of the high places of Arnon. Woe to thee, Moab, thou art undone. O people of Chemosh, he hath given his sons that escaped and his daughters into captivity unto Sihon, king of the Amorites. We have shot at them. Heshbon is perished, even unto Dibon, and we have laid them waste, even unto Nophah, which reacheth unto Medeba. Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites. And Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took the villages thereof, and drove out the Amorites that were there. And they turned and went up by the way of Bashan and Og. The king of Bashan went out against them, he and all his people, to the battle of Midian. And the Lord said unto Moses, Fear him not, for I have delivered him into thy hand, and all this people, and his land. And thou shalt do to him as thou didst unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So they smote him and his sons and all his people until there was none left him alive. and they possessed his land. Chapter 22. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab on this side of Jordan by Jericho. And Balak, the son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. And Moab was sore afraid of the people because they were many. And Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel. And Moab said unto the elders of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licketh up the grass of the field. And Balak, son of Zippor, was king of Moab, of the Moabites. At that time he sent messengers therefore unto Balaam the son of Beor to Petor, which is by the river of the land of the children of his people, to call him, saying, Behold, there is a people come out from Egypt. Behold, they cover the face of the earth, and they abode over against me. Come now, therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people, for they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I would that he whom thou blessest is blessed, and he whom thou cursest is cursed. And the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with their rewards of divination in their hand. And they spake unto Balaam, and spake unto him the words of Balak. And he said unto them, Lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as the Lord shall speak unto me. And the princes of Moab abode with Balaam. And God came unto Balaam and said, What men are these with thee? And Balaam said unto God, Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent unto me, saying, Behold, there is a people come out of Egypt, which covereth the face of the earth. Come now, curse me them. Peradventure I shall be able to overcome them, and drive them out. And God said unto Balaam, Thou shalt not go with them, thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the prince of Balak, Get you unto your land, for the Lord refuses to give me leave to go with you. And the prince of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balaam and said, went unto Balak, and said, Balaam refuses to come with us. And Balak sent yet another princess, more and more honorable than they. May the Lord add a blessing to you, the hearer, me, the reader of this precious and sacred word of God. So you see here where Balak is a prophet. He's a prophet, but he also messes with divination, which is spirits, not the spirit of God. But nonetheless, they brought their divining stuff, money, to divinate, to come up with something to put a curse. They were paying him to put a curse on the children of Israel. But he went unto the one true and living God, and God said, you can't do it. Can't do it. You can't do it. So we're going to figure out and find out the rest of the story on tomorrow. What happened? This is one of the more exciting stories in the Bible. What happens with Balaam? Because Balaam here, God opens the mouth of the donkey, and the donkey speaks. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I want to say thank you for being a part of the SMRF Club, for your continued donation and support of $20 to paypal.me/Pamela Dobson, paypal.me/Pamela Dobson, $ Mama Pam 23. We are the SMRF Ministry. SMRF stands for 7-Minute Read Family, 7-Minute Read Followers, just 7-Minute Read Faithful Folk. We do broadcasts across 16 plus social media platforms. We broadcast Pacific Standard Time, usually live Monday through Friday at noon. We're not doing that right now. But 7 p.m., rain, sleet, or snow, don't matter what's going on with me, I will be posting the Word of God during the month of October and prayerfully coming back live in November. Remember, remember, we live in faith and not fear. God bless. Bye-bye.